Hi, everybody. This is Gary Demon, Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and let's get started. So, the markets got absolutely walloped on Friday, and we had some tariff news, and then on top of that, we also had some really, really bad jobs numbers. So, that the futures, we had a really, really big gap down. Every kind of rally we had just got sold off, and we actually had a little bit of a rally towards the end of the day, and I think that was really just profit taking from the bears. And we ended up the day down, I think, about 100 points. But I've just been saying that when we were getting these gap ups and they were selling off, it was giving us a cue that, the market was just really, really tired. And, there's nothing that's going to go straight up or straight down. You're going to get these moves. And the longer that you push it in the one direction, whether it be down or up, once it does that reverse, you get massive moves. And that's what we saw on Friday. So, this is we're looking at some support levels. So this was one of the levels I'd said that I was anticipating that we would see in the market, and that would be once we really took out this support at 62.77. There was really no support until we got back down to the 6,200, and we made it down to 62.10. Not exactly there, but it was a support area, and that's where buyers stepped in. So if the bears, I think really what's going to happen is we're going to get a pretty good idea what is going to be taking place with the futures and when we open tomorrow. Because if we open down, then what happens is we're going to be breaking this support that's been around for really all since July. And we're going to probably be looking at a move down to the 6150, which is, that's 6200, 6128. So 6128 is really it's a 62% retracement level, and you can see it's this support right here. So this is probably would be the next area. If the bears can break through this support right here, the 6200, 6185, then I'm anticipating that we're going to come down to the 6128. But on a bigger, view, I really wouldn't be surprised to see us come down and test the 200-day moving average. Now, we have the 50-day moving average at 61.42. So this will be your normal area where, buyers would step in, because this is support as well. So this is going to be a crucial point for the bulls here. If they lose that, then the next support is 60.50, and then most likely we're coming down to the 58.52. So we have these sell signals in place. We pretty much went parabolic to the upside since June, and there really has been no pullback. So this is really the first crack in the armor that we've seen since really going all the way back down to this time here. So I think it would be more healthy. You can see we're burned off the overbought levels, but it's more when you have these types of divergences. I really look at it more on a time period, and a 2-day drop is not usually enough time to be able to really digest the moves that we've made from here. But when we get down to the 61.42 level, again, I'm anticipating that we'll find buyers and probably come up and close this gap at 63.26. So if they lose it, that's when we're going to start seeing a move down to the 23% retracement level, and that's at the 60.54, and that's also this support right here. Below that, this is actually really good support right here too. You can see where it was, is used as resistance, and when it broke through, it was used as support. So that's down at the 59.72. So these are your important levels right here that we want to watch. I do believe that there will be buyers that step in at the 60.53 or in that area there, and then a move come up to test the 50-day moving average on the hourly chart, as well as close this gap. And then we may, we have to see if the bulls can maintain, strength, then we just go up and make new highs. But if it gets rejected there, that's when we're going to be able to start looking at lower levels and looking to buy really the quantum stocks on a discount. So let's on the way up. I want to look at some resistance levels. So this is just a 5-minute chart. We're just looking at the low high with some fib numbers. So you can see the 23% retracement right here. This is where it got rejected the first time, came back down. If they get it above it, Here you can see the 38% retracements at right around that 6,300, and then we have 6,302 is the 200-day moving average on that. So this is really, like I said, this would be my upside target if we get some strength into in the next couple days, because we do have bullish divergences on the 5-minute chart. We have some on the 15. And it would make perfect sense if we did get that rally. But you can see the 62.88 is going to be heavy resistance right here. If they get above that, that's when we start eyeing down this gap to get filled, and the 200-day moving average. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you guys in the morning.